The moment this 16-year-old realized he was being denied bond after being charged as an adult has gone viral all over the internet. However, I am not moved. Let's talk about it. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about a mega viral video in which a 16-year-old in Gastonia, North Carolina, not far from Charlotte, realizes that he is being denied bond after being charged as an adult. Now, there's a recent law in North Carolina that says you could be 16 and 17 and be charged as an adult in certain crimes. Now, some say, oh, it's too much. He's a baby. A baby at 16 years old? Listen, when I was 16, I was an adult for the most part. I was working, driving, pretty much everything I do right now at 40, I was able to do at 16 for the most part. That's just the reality of it. You 16 out here doing what he's doing, I don't feel any kind of way sorry for you. And before we get to the news clip, do you know what he did? If you don't, I'm going to tell you. Allegedly, he shot not one, but two people within a few minutes of each other. One person, it was a botched robbery. That was, I believe, a 14 or 15-year-old. That person luckily survived. The next person did not survive. And all he was able to take from the 16-year-old victim was the victim's grandmother's medication. That's it. So why would anybody feel sorry for this monster? He is exactly where he needs to be. He needs to go make big rocks to little rocks immediately. I don't care if he's 16, 18, the A-team, the dream team. Go straight to the penitentiary. Now, before I go any further, let's get to the actual video. Of course, if you want to see and hear this video without my commentary, link as always will be in the description. If you're on IG, Facebook, etc., visit the link in the bio. Go to the corresponding article on the website. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
First at 5, a 16-year-old learns he will not be getting bail after being charged.
Oh well.
Charged with murder. Sean Simpson is accused.
So there's an actual victim. May he rest in peace, and prayers out to his family. May he rest in peace. You know, and I don't want to say too much. I'm already getting triggered.
Of killing 16-year-old Zaquavius Dawkins, and also accused of trying to kill someone else Sunday night in Gastonia. Well, Simpson is now being charged under a law change which allows 16 and 17-year-olds to be charged as an adult in certain crimes. But that did not make things any easier for anyone involved today, as you just saw. As Derek Dellinger reports right now, the hearing only lasted a few minutes, but it was tough for both families.
Now, I don't want to be inappropriate, but Alicia, that's her name right here. Alicia, you look very good. You're looking like muscle mommy. I'm with it, but I digress.
The family of the victims, Zaquavius Dawkins, they were in court and they were quite emotional about what happened. You have to realize this is one of their first chances to see the teen accused of killing him. Sean Simpson came into Gaston County Court at points wiping away his tears as he stood before a judge. Just 16 years old, he's being charged with first-degree murder as an adult. That's as a result of a law change that went into effect in December, which allows teens his age to be charged as an adult in certain crimes.
Look, in Virginia, 14 years old, you could be tried as an adult at age 14. And that law has been in Virginia for a very long time. As far as I can remember, that's been the law. When I was in high school, I know there were certain guys that were getting jammed up, and there was talk about that. Oh, you can't do X, Y, and Z and charge you as an adult. We knew the law very, very well. These young dudes know the law very well as well. He just soft and want to put on the show and fall out in court. But don't nobody care about that. And hey, when you go to the penitentiary, it's going to be a dude in there. He's been in there since the 80s. You come in there with your little pretty hair and your little skinning up, man, please. You be somebody's wife in there. But I'm getting triggered again, so I digress.
There was a realization that during this proceeding that the gravity was hitting him, a grand jury indictment that could come in the near future, and a moment that hit when a judge told him that he would not be seeing freedom anytime soon.
Court may impose a hold without bond. Court finds sufficient allegations to support the charges. Considering the relevant charges, he is ordered held without bond.
This moment is tough to watch, but
no, it's not tough to watch. No, it's not, because all I see, you just acting out, putting on the show, fake falling out, man. Don't nobody care. Nobody cares about that. Look, sir, were you crying when you shot not one, but two people in the same night? Robbing them for their grandma medication? Like, you're taking people's lives for nothing. You took the 16-year-old's life for his grandmother medication that he went to the store. Look, the boy from what I read, went to the store to get the medication for his grandma, and this monster killed him on the way back. I don't feel sorry for this dude at all.
It was something that Zaquavius Dawkins' family.
And for real, if it's me and I could be the king and I could just rule, have a magic wand and just do things, guys like him, look, man, I catch you doing that, you're going to the gulag immediately.
Says they needed to be here for. Simpson accused of killing Dawkins Sunday night along Chester Street. Simpson also accused with attempted first-degree murder involving another victim. Dawkins' family says he was going to get medical supplies for his mother when he was killed. After Wednesday's court appearance, things were still raw for Dawkins' family.
It's affected everybody, even the neighborhood that he lives in. It affected everybody.
Her grandson overcoming health issues as a baby and eventually playing football at Ashbrook High School. In recent days, and even after court Wednesday, Dawkins' family could not help but tell us how kind he was.
He was sweet. He was kind. He would do anything for anybody.
Which has made this all the more tough. But there's...
You know what's crazy? The boy that got killed probably wasn't even involved in any kind of nonsense. He probably was a good kid, staying in school, playing sports. You know, probably one of them. And then here comes this monster taking his life. And this is a problem. A lot of the soft on crime policies, I don't mean North Carolina, but in other parts of the country where you have soft on crime policies, the people who enact them, a lot of these liberals, a lot of white liberals, black liberals, they think they're doing the community some justice, but a lot of them have never been to our community, where we really come from. I grew up in the community, in the hood. I know what it is. There's a small number of people that terrorize everybody. And when they do things, they keep getting slaps on the wrist. When they're at home, that's part of the reason why they don't have any kind of discipline, is because there's no order or structure at home. They're getting slaps on the wrist at best for their negative behavior, or they're getting beat up, but they're not being educated about why what they did is wrong, about how to press forward in society, about how to operate properly in society. Okay, so if that does not happen at home with the parents, grandparents, cousins, whoever, if it doesn't happen at home, they either die or they get locked up. If they're lucky, they get locked up. If they're unlucky, they'd be dead at 15, which a lot of these young dudes are. If you look in your local paper, especially if you get like a black area and you see some of the hood spots, like I put it to you this way. In a place like Atlanta, you got black areas and you got hood areas, not necessarily the same thing. You see what I'm saying? In the hood area, you know what's going to happen. These guys are going to be early, 8, 9, 10, 11. By the time they get to be 14, they're in the street. Those are going to be the ones that crash out, that shoot and kill. It's them, the young dudes. Those dudes got to be put in check immediately. And if they're not, they'll be the very ones to crash out and be acting out in court like this.
The realization here from Dawkins' family that justice must come, even for a suspect that's so young.
He is really young, and he took an innocent life, which was a part of me.
And that's a victim's aunt.
I felt bad, you know, but I mean, you know, you out here doing big boy things, and this is what's going to happen. You got to suffer the consequences.
I understand why she would feel bad, because she's a woman. Naturally, you're going to have feelings and stuff like this. But at the same time, she said, it's like, look, well, you out here doing these big boy things. Now it's time for the big boy consequences. Me, personally, I don't feel bad at all. Guys like that need to be the targets of the police. Target them. If you want to have police brutality, target the terrorists in the black community.
Simpson's next court date is set for February, though we're told he could be indicted by a grand jury before then, but he will remain in jail given the charges. At the Gaston County Courthouse, Derek Dellinger, Queen City News.
Yeah, so I'm glad that he's going to remain in jail. Don't come home anytime soon. Keep him there. And when you actually give him the sentence, when you convict him, you get the evidence, whatever. Okay, when you convict him, throw the book at him. Throw him under the penitentiary. I want to see 20 with the L. 25 with the L. I don't want to see, 5 years, or you get off, a little bit of time, like, nah. Because look, as I close, I want to say this. These terrorists in the community, in this country, they know the law. They know how to get away with certain things, how to do certain things. When you say, okay, you want to be out here doing stuff like this, criminal activity, gang activity, taking lives, innocent people, we're going to give you the ultimate, the maximum. You're not going to come home anymore. It's going to be something that's brutal. You're not going to like the conditions of jail. You're going to hate jail. It's going to be very well known to be a bad jail. I want rodents in there. I want all of that in there to keep people safe. Innocent people, got to keep them safe. When there's no real threat of penalty that'll happen as a result of doing things like this, the criminals are more likely to go out there and commit criminal actions against innocent people, which I don't think anybody wants. And I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? How you feel about 16 and 17-year-olds being charged as an adult for certain crimes? Obviously, you know, some of the smaller things is not going to be, but when you take somebody's life, okay, when you are engaging in gang activity, burglarizing people, you know, when you're doing stuff like that, you need to go to the penitentiary to make big rocks little. And I'm being dead serious. Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. I didn't say what I said. I don't regret it at all. You know, some may say I'm being too harsh. I'm not being harsh enough, to be totally honest. Like, I would go Idi Amin on them. I would go general butt naked on them. Like, I don't really care. Like, at a certain point, you got to protect innocent people in a society, and you can't do that by treating them with kid gloves. Whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.